Hey there, everyone. Happy Wednesday. King 5 meteorologist Adam Claiborne here with you. It's been a beautiful day. Hopefully everybody has enjoyed it because we took a while, but we did get that sun finally out there. Looks like the afternoon has brought in a lot more of that sunshine and more of that to come over the next few days, heading into at least the start of the holiday weekend. Just going to go ahead and get this out there. We do have rain in the forecast for Monday, but we'll talk about more of the timing of that rain and see if we can dodge some of those showers heading into Memorial Day for this upcoming Monday. Yeah, today the sun came out and it helped to warm things up at least a little bit. Saw more of those highs in the mid to upper 60s, some low 60s in a few spots too, but with this ridge of high pressure building into the area, that is going to help to bring even more sunshine and a bit more of the warmth as well. Now that core and that center of high pressure is going to stay off to the west over the Pacific. So if that was more overhead, we would be talking about much warmer temperatures at this point. But you can see by the time we head into Friday, some of those darker oranges are beginning to scoot their way back off towards the south and to the west. And we're starting to see this next system that's going to be coming in for Memorial Day, bringing in some additional clouds over the weekend. And eventually you can see that darker blue. That's the system itself. We'll talk about that here in a second, but that is going to bring in the rain for us heading into the day for Monday. We'll also see some showers around on Tuesday. Starting to dry out, it looks like, by next Wednesday, but tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday, even Sunday too, looks like we're all going to be in the 70s through that stretch of time, and plenty of sunshine, especially tomorrow and Friday, with Saturday seeing a few more clouds beginning to arrive. Out towards Westport, the sun has come out, and you can see people out and enjoying it as we look from the observation deck right there with our school net side here at Granite Falls, showing just a few of those clouds over Mount Pilchuck, but generally sunny conditions. Port Angeles, over the Strait of Juan de Fuca, you can see things looking pretty quiet here into our Wednesday evening. Tacoma, it's taking a little while longer, but we have seen skies begun to clear here into our evening. We'll see more of those clear skies as we're heading on into the night. Everett, same deal for us. Took a little while, but we finally got to see that sunshine late into Wednesday, and a lot of it around here in Seattle too, as we currently sit in the mid 60s, closer to about that 4 to 5 o'clock hour here into the evening. For tonight, we're going to see temperatures eventually drop, and we're talking well into the 50s, more likely into the 40s for early tomorrow morning with all the clear skies we're expecting. All the active weather has made its way off towards the east right now, and we are just now awaiting more of that control from high pressure to bring in the quieter and clearer weather that we're going to be seeing, along with the warmer weather too. So as we look at futurecasts, you'll see through the night, mainly clear skies, just a cloud or two out there. Here we are at 4 to 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's pretty clear. We're going to start to see that sunrise pretty early, especially as we get deeper and deeper on here into the month of May. The afternoon, though, you can see some of those very, very thin clouds moving on through, and this is going to be part of a weak disturbance, kind of similar again to what we had on yesterday, except this time it's not going to be a day kind of filled with cloud coverage. We are just going to have a brief period of clouds moving in and moving out of here. It has enough moisture to kind of squeeze out a shower or two, generally up across some of the higher terrain, but for us here in the lowlands, probably going to keep things dry. But that will give us a period of cloud coverage during the early part of the afternoon. The evening, we start to clear out again. That system heads quickly off to the east and will be clear for tomorrow night. We'll start off the day on Friday with some patchy areas of fog, especially for parts of the coast and southwest interior. We'll also see that around Puget Sound as well. That will start to burn off, and expect to see more sunshine early on into the day. And then here come more of those clouds that we're going to have as we head on into the upcoming holiday weekend. So looking at that, you can see on Futurecast, all that finds its way in here as we head on into the weekend. First off, we're talking about just more cloud coverage. We'll see additional clouds as we head on into the day for Saturday. System number one, that actually is going to be working its way across British Columbia, southeast Alaska, and eventually through Alberta. That's going to miss us completely. Second one, out this way, this one is going to be more directed at us. This is the one heading into the day on Sunday, which will approach the area on Sunday. Doesn't look like we're going to see any sort of good rain chance during the daytime hours, for sure. Looks like maybe Sunday night we might see a few showers, but even then we're talking about minimal chances until we head on into the day Monday, and then we're talking about increasing chances. That's 2:30. Can you see and tell where that line of rain is? It is still going to be out along parts of the coast, so those of us out that way towards Claylock, around Westport, Quileute, we're probably going to be noticing some of that rain earlier into the day. Those of us who are closer to the I-5 corridor, well, we're probably going to keep things a little drier, at least for the earlier part of Monday. We might be able to get away with maybe getting some dry times here as we start off the day on Monday, and probably getting in any sort of outdoor activity we want to during the first part of the day. Second half of the day, yeah, the rain's going to come on in, and that's going to start to bring some wet conditions here to western Washington. We'll keep that around for the remainder of Monday night into early Tuesday, and expect to see some showers around also into your day on Tuesday. Wednesday system trying to work its way eastward. We'll see how much of that does stick around for us, but it looks like we are at least going to have maybe some additional clouds again in the forecast at that point. Now, rainfall amounts, even though the system kind of looks impressive on radar, for the time being, it doesn't look like we're going to see too much rain here around the I-5 corridor. Generally near, if not less than 1/10 of an inch. Now, for those of us here around more of King and Pierce counties in the Kitsap Peninsula, that's where we could see close to 1/10, if not less than 1/10 of an inch. Farther to the north, between about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch. Some rain shadowing, though, looks like around the San Juan Islands. And then you can see around 1/4 to 1/2 an inch as well across some parts of the south coast. Could see some higher amounts, though, central and north coast, as we can see anywhere between about maybe 1/2 an inch, if not more. Same could be said for some of the higher terrain, too, here as we head over the next week or so. And we're really just talking about that time frame between very late Sunday night, or more so Monday and Tuesday, and possibly into early Wednesday. But with that, it will be a cool down. We'll see those highs fall back down into more of the upper 50s by Monday. But next few days, yeah, it's going to be pretty warm for us. We see highs in the 70s. We'll cool down, and we'll see more of the 60s as we head later on into next week. The average high for us right now is sitting more so into this upper 60s. So with us falling back down into the 60s, we're actually going to be seeing a lot of our numbers pretty close to where they should be for this time of the year, around those averages. And let's talk about that Memorial Day weekend forecast. Again, Saturday and even Sunday are both looking to be, I think, dry. Sunday is going to be a very low chance of seeing any sort of showers around. It's just Monday itself that we have a chance of seeing some of that rain moving on in with the cool down, and we'll have increasing chances. So if you're able to get out there a bit earlier into the day, you might be able to dodge a lot of that. All right, let's talk about our forecast for tonight. We are going to see our numbers drop well into the 40s because of those clear skies. Kind of a fresh batch of some cooler air, too, trying to work its way through with our system that's made its way on by. So overnight lows in the 40s, highs on the way into the 70s, up this way around Bellingham, Orcas Island, upper 60s there, and Cortez reaching 66, 72 in Mount Vernon. We'll top off in the mid-70s around Arlington, Marysville at 73, Coopville up to 67. We'll see the low to mid-70s around Paulsville, over towards Redmond, 74, 76 in Issaquah, Albert up to 77, and then approaching 80 degrees around Puyallup and around Yelm, 79 in Olympia, and 78 in Tenino. Your 7-day forecast, it's going to be a warm stretch here. Thursday all the way through Sunday. Dry here for the first couple of days of the holiday weekend, so for 2/3 of it, and then the last day, yeah, we are going to see that rain begin to move on in, and highs will fall back down into the upper 50s and the low 60s at that time. And we'll expect by Wednesday things to start to clear out again and to give us a little more sunshine as we get back up into the upper 60s. Okay, everyone, well, take care. Have a wonderful Wednesday night, and we'll talk to you soon.